What's going on, guys? NorCal Rifleman coming at you guys with another one. In this video, I would like to show you guys something that I came across today while at my local gun shop, and that would be this Zaffiri Presicion aftermarket Glock slide here. This one here comes in multicam black. It has front serrations, rear serrations. It has some cuts here in the slide in the front. So if you're running a ported barrel, it'll work just fine with it. It does have an RMR cut, so any kind of RMR style optics will go on here. It comes with some fiber optic front sight here at the front, and in the back it's just all blacked out. I'm not sure about the brand of these sights, probably no name, but I do plan on replacing them, getting some suppressor height sights, so I could co-witness with the optic I'm going to mount on here. But anyways, yeah. So for some time I've been wanting to get an aftermarket slide from a Glock 19, so I could put an RMR on there and just have it on the side, mostly as a range toy, not necessarily to carry it. Honestly, I don't believe in carrying modified Glocks for protection because Glocks, in my opinion, are perfect just the way they come from factory, with the exception of the sights. Other than that, stock Glock will run just fine, so I usually, if I'm going to carry it, I'll leave it alone in the original configuration that it came. This is again more of a range toy thing, so I decided to just do this. There was a time where I was thinking about sending in my Glock factory slide to get worked on, so it could get milled for an RMR. But I decided, you know what? If I'm gonna be carrying it for protection, I'll just leave it alone the way it is, and maybe I'll just purchase an aftermarket slide, and that's what I did. So I picked up this Zaffiri Presicion slide here. This one comes, like I mentioned, in multicam black. It's I believe it's Cerakoted. So there will be some scratches and stuff here and there if you do run this a lot. So just keep that in mind. Again, this is more of a range toy for me. I don't have super high expectations of it, but however, I have heard good things about him. So I'll see once I take this out to the range and put some rounds down range and see how it works out. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good, well-made aftermarket side, in my opinion. It's seems to be built well. I've already mounted it on my Glock Factory Gen 3 frame, and it runs just fine. But for the sole purpose of this video, I took it off so I could just talk about the slide itself. But yeah, it's one more time. Uh, Front sight is a fiber optic sight. This one actually already comes with all the internals installed from the factory. Um, I'm not sure the Glock original components. They might be aftermarket, but from what I've been hearing is Zaffiri uses quality products in their slides, so more likely they have pretty good components. But yeah, this one already comes ready to go out of the box. You pretty much just throw your barrel and your recoil spring on here, and it's good to go. So yeah. It also comes with a recoil spring itself. It looks like a Glock factory recoil spring. I don't believe it's a Glock brand though, but it's pretty nice that it comes with it. It comes with an extra set of screws, a little bit longer than what it's holding up the plate. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, I will go ahead and demonstrate how to install it onto your Glock frame. So this one in particular, it will fit, I believe, a Gen 1 to Gen 3 Glock. So, if you have a Gen 4 or newer, you might need to get one specific for those models. So, anyways, let's go ahead and demonstrate this gun is clear, good to go. There's nothing in the magazine well, nothing in the chamber. It's kind of safe. If you have a Glock, you should know how to take it down. You have to point in a safe direction after you cleared it. Press the trigger, and you pull the slide back a tad bit. And then you want to grab the tabs here and release the slide forward. It will come apart. At this point, you're going to go ahead and remove the recoil spring, followed by the barrel. And again, you could use your Glock Factory recoil spring and your Glock Factory barrel. So, just keep that in mind. For the sole purpose of this video, I will be using the recoil spring that it came in the package here. So just so you know. So you want to drop in your barrel like so. After that, you want to set your recoil spring in place. A little slippery because I oiled it up a little bit earlier. And again, just like you would with your original slide, you just want to slide it onto the frame. There you go. Pretty easy. And here's how it looks. In my opinion, I think it looks pretty good. Unfortunately, here in California, we're only allowed to have Gen 3 Glocks. If you want a older generation or a newer generation, you kind of have to buy them secondhand, and usually people ask a lot of money for those. So yeah, I personally don't mind Gen 3 Glocks because I have a good track record. So I figured get an aftermarket slide, make it look a little prettier for the sole purpose of having a decent looking range toy. And did not disappoint. Definitely looks really good. I will be uploading some range footage once I put some rounds through this, and I'll update you guys on how it works out. I anticipate having to run a few hundred rounds through this to make it work really good, but the fit on this out of the box, it's pretty decent in my opinion. It's not much different than the original slide that it came with. It's actually not too bad at all. Um, I like the way it feels, so maybe it won't have to go through an extensive break-in period or whatever, but only time will tell. So once the time comes where I take this to the range, I'll go ahead and update you guys. But anyways, again, here it is. This is how it looks on the gun itself, on the frame, I should say. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty gnarly in my opinion. So yeah, if you're looking to get an aftermarket slide, you know, definitely check these guys out. You will not be disappointed by the fit and finish. Um, I've seen pretty good reviews of people taking these out to the range and running rounds through them, and they seem to be working okay. So just keep that in mind. But again, you want to test it yourself. If you want to buy this, especially if you're going to buy this to carry for protection, you definitely want to run a few hundred rounds through this, get it broken in nice and good, and I think you should be fine. But again, me personally, I prefer to carry a stock lock the way it is from factory. So yeah, this would be a wrench toy, like I mentioned. So yeah, real quick, I'll go ahead and show you guys the optic that I went with. This is Holosun 507C. This one, it's a pretty decent optic. Again, this is for the sole purpose of just having it as a range toy. So I didn't want to spend too much money like on a Tradecon or whatever. So for the money, this guy, in my opinion, works really good. It has a 2 MOA dot and a 32 MOA circle. It's kind of like the EOTech, really, the EOTech reticle, as you can see here. You could use either or, just the dot or this reticle here. So that's pretty cool. This one has solar panels on top, so you could run it off of sunlight. It does have three reticle options. So you could run the dot itself, the dot and circle, or just the circle itself. If you put this like on a shotgun or something, that's pretty cool. The modes on this guy is auto, manual, and lockout. As I mentioned, it has a solar panel on top. It's ran on a CR 1632 battery, and it has 50,000 hours of battery life at setting 6. So that's pretty good. You can carry this all day and not really uh, worry about the battery going out on this guy. Because of how much hours it has. I believe 50,000 hours is about 5 to 6 years, I think. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but I think that's about how much it is. It has 10 daylight settings, 2 night vision brightness settings under manual mode. It has push buttons. It has a IPX7 waterproof rating, parallax free. Pretty good little red dot for the money, really. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll do a separate review on this guy. Once I mount it on the gun and get it zeroed in. I'll keep you guys posted on this guy here if you're interested in getting this one here. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, if you live in a state like me in California, you're very limited to the type of handguns that we could have, at least for the time being. The handgun roster that we have here is being challenged currently, and I'm just waiting for results any day now, hopefully from Judge Benitez. But other than that, if you want to get a optic on a pistol here in California, your best guess is to get an aftermarket slide for your Glock or whatever gun you might have that they make aftermarket slides for, so you could mount a optic on there. So that's pretty cool. But again, here's the slide on the Glock. It looks really good. If you're looking to get an aftermarket slide so you could put an optic on there, definitely check out Zaffiri Precision. Pretty good quality stuff, in my opinion, so far. So, yeah. Once I go out to the range and put some rounds downrange, I'll go ahead and update you guys on how it functions, and I'll do some footage on that too. So, make sure you stay tuned. But again, here it is. This, I'm not sure if I mentioned already, this is the ZPS point 0.4 model or ZPS 5.4 model. Again, it already comes with all the components you need installed on here. The only thing you need is your Glock factory barrel or an aftermarket barrel. It already comes with a recoil spring, so yeah, it's definitely a plus. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe. It'll really help me. And yeah, stay tuned. I'll go ahead and do some range footage once I go ahead and take this guy out. So thanks.